ADR, this is King Black. I want to talk about my dream rifle, man. This is on my wish list for a minute. And this is my only temptation because I already have a Century Arms Visca AK-47. What I really want right now is the AR-15. But I've been struggling. And ever since the military has decided upon that Sig MCX Spear and seeing reviews about it and what that cartridge 277 Fury be about, and seeing all the liberal whiplash about it, about how it's got more energy than AR-15, blah, 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 that's the one that I want. But I also have another struggle, though. So, I was at the gun store the other day, and I saw a Ruger AR-15. I don't know what it was about it. I don't know if it was the flat dark earth color about it or what. I don't even know what model it was. But it was priced right, and I was looking at it, and it was calling my name. Y'all seen that scene in Harry Potter where he goes into Ollivanders, right? And then the guy tells him that the wand chooses the wizard. There was something about that rifle, man. When I looked at it, it felt like it chose me. Like, I looked at that, man, and I was thinking about it, and when I was picking up something else, I almost wanted to say, yo, I want that too. But I'm trying to hold firm to this Sig MCX Spear thing when the civilian version comes out, because I already know that the price point on that is going to be pretty intense. Because right now they have the special editions that are as close as they can make it to the military submission. But those are about $7,999 right now. And even if I can swing that, that's not how much I'm going to be paying for an AR-15. I mean, that thing better come with like 10,000 rounds of ammo. You know what I mean? So, I'm hoping that when they do release the civilian version of it, it's at least half that price. So, I'm shooting for, if it's at least less than $3,500, because of that new cartridge, I'll pick it up. But there ain't no way I'm gonna spend $3,500 if it was a 5.56 223. I mean, even for my AK, it was probably about, I don't remember, 560, something like that back in the day, pre-COVID prices. But there ain't no way I'm gonna pay that. So I'm trying to hold out. I've only heard good things about that Sig MCX Spear, and you know, it's hard to dispute the extra range it gives you above the 5.56 round. And that's kind of interesting. And I was looking at Sig's prices for a box of ammo for the 277 Fury, and it's not that bad. Especially when you're not necessarily going to go out and practice with it as much as you would a pistol. I mean, you should always practice, you know, shooting what you have in a safe, controlled environment. But still, though, for a brand new cartridge and everything, it wasn't priced too bad. I've seen some outlandish prices out there for certain things. And especially in-person brick and mortar stores is just crazy. I mean, when I could pick up 9mm all day for right now, brass case, $14.99 for a box of 50, but then my local gun stores have it the same thing for about $25.99. No, I get it if I'm in a pinch and I just need one box, then yeah, because otherwise why am I going to buy one box online for $14.99 and pay $13 shipping or whatever? It doesn't make sense. It's the same thing. But if I'm willing to drop at least $150 to $200 in ammo at $14.99 a box and pay a flat fee of maybe $12.99, it's a lot better than spending $24.99 a box at my local gun store for 5 or 6 boxes. It just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I'm all about supporting, you know, small businesses and everything, but at the same time, I'm all about supporting my money, my wallet, my bank account balance, and making sure I got what I need to stay on point. So that way I can always be ready without having to get ready. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get it. You ain't got to get there. You're already there. You know what I mean? Not only that, I don't believe in that whole adage of some people like to spend $5, some people like to spend $10. Listen, man, if I could find the same thing I was about to pay $10 for $5, and it's the same quality, the same everything, the only difference is the price, I'm going to get 5 all day because then I could get 2. But there's some people out there that, you know, in their mind, Even if it's the same thing, like bottled water for the most part, because as long as it's drinkable, it ain't gonna kill you. Why are you gonna spend like $5 on a bottle of water versus 50 cents at Walmart for a bottle of water? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's gonna hydrate you. It ain't gonna kill you or whatever like that. Because there ain't no miracle water out there. You could drink the finest glass of water out there. It ain't gonna cure cancer. So I mean, it's all about, don't be making other people rich. You know what I mean? Save your money up and make sure you're right. So, anyways, once this Sig MCX Spear comes out for the public consumption, the non-special edition ones, I'm thinking about that's going to be my next pickup. You know what I mean? With about 4 to 7 boxes of 277 Fury. You know what I mean? And then I'll be straight. Then I'll have almost everything that I want. So I already got handguns. I got more than enough of. I mean, you only got 2 hands, and at the end of the day, you ain't gonna do no Call of Duty thing and walk out the house with 5 different pistols on you. I already have an AK. I already have enough 7.62 by 39 to get through something. You know what I mean? And then AR-15, yeah. I'm just, I don't know. I feel like that would have been the most American thing to do, was instead of getting the 47 first, get the AR-15. But I mean, at the end of the day, back then, people were more worried about the AK than the AR-15. But now with all these recent events, which I'm not going to name here, everybody's heard them all by now. It's sad, unfortunate stuff. Now everybody's focusing on the 15. And then now might be the time to pick one up dirt cheap before there's a run on AR-15s like we've seen on other things. And the prices go insane for next thing you know, you'll see a Smith & Wesson M&P Sport 2 go for like $1,000. That's going to be some insanity right there. And there ain't no way I'm going to be paying them prices, But let's see what happens. Worst case scenario, what you're going to end up seeing is I'm going to pick up both. I'm going to have a Sig MCX Spear, and I'm going to go back to that gun store because they had that Ruger price rate. I'm going to say, yo, I want that too. I'm going to have a 5.56, 223, and then I'm going to have a 277 Fury. And then when things come down the pipeline, you know what I mean? Most likely, if it's outside the house, I'm going to be using the 277 Fury. If things go crazy, I'm going to have either the 47 or the Ruger for inside the house. I mean, listen, man, we got a Second Amendment for a reason. You got freedom in this country, depending on who you ask, and for certain things, I understand. Colorism, racism, blah, 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 blah. Even me being Puerto Rican, the hardest thing for me is a lot of experiences that may have happened to most of y'all that might be watching my videos. If you're not as light as I am, I can sympathize, but I can't empathize with what you've gone through. I feel bad that you go through certain circumstances that I may not have had to go through. You know what I mean? Because I got to be honest, man. I've gone through some crazy territories, even dressed in my colors and dressed with everything, where ain't nothing was said or even done to me. But let a homie that's brown go in there, the same thing, and they get wrecked. You know what I mean? If they go into ops territory dressed by themselves. I've gone into places where I didn't even know where I was at, out of state, out of my home. Flagging, everything. Black and yellowed up from the feet up. Ain't nothing happened, man. With my tattoo out on display and everything. Crip territory, GD territory, and I know what territory it is because I see the graffiti. I mean, I ain't dumb. I see how other people are dressed. But I'm not out there with that mindset of mad dogging everybody either. If I'm walking through somewhere, it's with the purpose and with the business end, right? But either by blessings or just because they weren't sure what to make or whatever, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it works better out for me because then that's less confrontation I got to deal with. You know what I mean? Why do I want to go out of my way to look for trouble? Don't make no sense. It ain't about testing my gangster, you know what I mean? Like I said, I've already been in here 15 years, never spent a night in jail. Because I'm not caught up in the dumb stuff. I don't have leadership telling me, yo, go out and do this at XYZ, or you need to live this lifestyle in order to call yourself this or that. Nah, when I was brought in, it was about what we were founded upon. And I know not a lot of organizations are about that. It's all about that criminal mentality, or when you have leadership that's already been doing bids for 8 years, 10 years, they don't care about you. So, I mean, they already did 10 years. So for them to tell you to go do something, for you to spend 5 years is nothing. And it happening to them. They just know that they might not do it because they already know they get caught up again. There's going to be even more time and they're not getting out. So it's about surrounding yourself with the right people and recognizing your leadership. And if you're not happy where you're at, you just need to get out that area completely, because even if you out there, if you're one of those people dropping flags and switching sets and you stay in that same area, you ain't safe. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if that other organization doesn't push you to that. It doesn't matter if that other organization is maintains more peace. You know, people have long memories. You know, especially if they're people like me. You know what I mean? I'm not involved in a lot of the negative stuff, but I can tell you right now, I can remember a lot of random people that I probably maybe have seen once or twice in Walmart, and I end up seeing them again 5 months later. I remember I saw them, but they look at me, they don't remember me. Because you can tell when somebody remembers, where there's a sense of recognition in their eyes. So I remember. So if I remember, and I'm not even doing anything, you got people out there doing dirt that will make sure to remember you. And if they're in that mentality of not caring, man, they'll go to any length to make sure that whatever they think they got to do to you gets done. But anyways, didn't mean to devolve into that whole gang stuff. I was just talking about my wish list rifle, man, the MCX Spear. I'm trying to get it, trying to see what's up. So y'all pray for me that I make the right decision, you know what I mean? Let me know what y'all think about that new rifle. If you're going to pick one up, if you just think it's an interesting idea, you might pick one up a few years down the road if they don't get banned and price comes down a lot on them. But I'm interested to hear what y'all thoughts are. Should I go with that 5.56? Should I wait for that 277? Or should I get both? And I know in a way, most people might be like, well, if you got it like that, get both. I'm just saying, as a personal choice, though, what would you do? ADR, King Black, out.